with your heart. That probably wasn't right, but The Dark Tower was a fun movie, and check it out in this review right now.
I aim with my eye. I do not shoot with my hand. I shoot with my mind. Jake! I do not kill with my gun. I kill with my heart.
Hi everyone, my name is Evan DeGraff from Take 3 Productions, and I just got lucky and saw an early screening of the film Dark Tower, and I'm super excited to talk to you guys about it. The film is about this kid named Jake Chambers, and he goes in and he has this special ability to do something, and he's having these dreams about this other world in mind, where live both the man in black and the gunslinger. And throughout the full film, the gunslinger and Jake end up going on this adventure to end up destroying the man in black. Does he do it or does he not? You'll have to wait and see in this movie, but I want to specifically hit on the performances. Child acting is back at it again, and it strikes quite hard. Tom Taylor does a decent job as Jake, but he's a teenager. He's supposed to be my age. I can't connect with the kid at all. Every kid has this, anxiety, weirdness to him, and he doesn't follow through for that for me. And that's a big deal for me. Whenever you're trying to portray a teenager, I need to be able to connect with you. And recent films that have done that for me are Edge of 17 with Haley Steinfeld, and the newest Spider-Man Homecoming, which is a Sony movie, coincidentally, with Tom Holland and Peter Parker. So, I think we need that one character, who's the main character of the film, could have been better done. But the other two big lead actors, Matthew McConaughey as the Man in Black and Idris Elba as the gunslinger, knock it out of the park like always. Two huge actors who always go in, get the job done, and do what they need to do. Their back and forth was really well done. Idris Elba carrying the boy through the story was really fascinating, and he made that relationship work. The rest of the cast, they're just the rest of the cast. I think one of the bigger issues with the rest of the cast and the characters of the film was the matter of fact that when something were to happen, you didn't feel for them. And you need to be able to feel for these characters in order for this film to work in a whole. But that's beyond the point. It could have maybe had better writing or better characterization or just better acting. That we don't know. But I want to move into some of the pros of the film. It's really fun. It's a fun film. Some really cool guns shot scenes, some cool sorcery that you get to see from the Man in Black. And it's also new. This film is new, and it's vibrant, and it's interesting. So many ins and outs of it that you get to see as an audience member and the whole constituents of the film. And I really enjoyed it. And it's really interesting because they do their best to build this quite big backstory throughout everything. And it's told in an interesting style through the kids' eyes, but in a different way through the kids' eyes. And I like the way how they did that. It could have been better executed, which leads me to my cons of the films. The CGI. There's not that many special effects in the film, and the CG, whenever it's CG, and it's a real life thing that you could have just done practically, would have been a little bit more expensive, but would have looked better. And it just bothered me, and it shook me out of the film a little bit. It's confusing sometimes throughout the plot. The plot can be a bit confusing, which is a bit upsetting, but hey, what can you do? Characters are a bit hard to sympathize with. The mom, especially the mom of Jake, and Jake himself. I am 16 years old. This kid was my age, and I couldn't sympathize with him. That is an issue for me. And whenever you're portraying a kid in high school, you have to be able to sympathize with him, and you just couldn't do it. And then it demands a better score. The score was fine. The score of the film was fine, but the issue is with the event this grand and this tolling on the world. Which also leads me to another point. You need a bigger score. And I think it would have led to some more tension for the end of the film to show how high the actual stakes were. Because as an audience member, you didn't feel the stakes of the film. With that being said, I'm going to have to give The Dark Tower a 6 out of 10. It's barely fresh again. This is the year of barely fresh films for me. I've only disliked 2 films. But The Dark Tower is not one of them. I did enjoy it. With a fun story and potentially it could have been better executed, and that's just the storyline of this year. Quick though, Lord of Range charity event. Follow the Take 3 Facebook page, and you will find out more about that. Rachel Cushing is actually going to be a special guest on that, so I'm really excited to have her on. Make sure you guys watch our reactions every Tuesday and Friday for the movie trivia Schmodown, which I'm always excited about. Watch-alongs are on Saturday starting at 8:30 Eastern. Robert Meyer Burnett is going to be coming on, not this Saturday, but next Saturday to watch Free Enterprise, which is going to be very fun. I host a live show that happens every single Friday night. And this week we're going to be talking about James Bond movies, which is going to be very interesting with the events that have been happening in the movie trivia Schmodown. And also, you guys can follow me at Twitter at EvanDeGraff15. The numbers, not the letters. And that's it for me today. I kind of thoroughly enjoyed Dark Tower, just could have been better. My name's Evan DeGraff. I'm representing Take 3 Productions, and take care. Bye-bye.